The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 2, titled Chapter 18, The Mines of Mandalore. And this is when we are introduced to Mandalore. A live-action version of Mandalore, which is crumble and wobble and in the dust and is just falling apart. It's nothing that special. If anyone who hasn't seen Clone Wars or Rebels, they're like, really, Bo? This was your big giant city and this is the thing that you wore? Really? Ugh, jeez. Yeah. Might have seen better days, I assume, because everything's kind of falling apart. It's like, yep, that's the case. It was seeing better days. Now, and, you know, as I said, when Bo-Katan was start talking about how beautiful Mandalore was and the culture and all that kind of stuff, I immediately was like, yeah, Bo. It was very animated, that's for sure, because Mandalore and you know, if you don't know, Bo-Katan and Ahsoka Tano and a couple other characters, our first introduction to them wasn't in Mandalorian, it was in Clone Wars or Rebels. Sometimes both. And their story has come into live action. So we got that bit of it. But the most of this episode is a spectacle episode. Heavily diving anime. Like, anime is clearly a giant influence with this episode because, like, Mando is fighting, like, robots. No, I don't mean droids, but, like, literally, like, beings or creatures that go inside, that build their own, like, robot droids. Like, they build their own robot droids. And, like, General Grievous, in a way. And it just... anytime there was action sequence, I'm like, yeah, anime. It could just be there's a giant robot around and there's some dude or chick running around with a samurai type sword, but yeah, very anime inspired. Which I'm not complaining. You know, cool action sequences are through and all that. And anytime Grogu, I was expecting Grogu to just kick some ass, really. I really was expecting Grogu to just go, fuck you, whip things apart, just pushing things away. No, that's the analogy, I guess, of, like, just go full ass, like, he's so powerful, he can whip the entire thing apart, like, you know. That'd be kind of, I was like, oh, this would be cool. This is gonna be neat. But here's the thing, yeah, I quite enjoyed this episode quite a bit as a spectacle episode. I mean, the only down point I had was at the very beginning where I'm like, sand. It cools and wafts and gets everywhere. Why are we going back to fucking Tatooine again? I'm sick of this place. Remember that? It's like that tourist attraction, or like it's like that place that you will always enjoy as a kid, and we always go every year. It's great and wonderful. It's a beautiful place to go, but at a certain point you get sick of it, and you keep going, and you question yourself, why do I always go there? And that's the situation. Why do we always go to Tatooine? Just so we can get a joy. I mean, you know, the fireworks and, you know, kind of nice to know the state of Tatooine after the Book of Boba Fett, where Boba Fett is like, I'm Boba Fett, I'm going to one Tatooine. Oh wait, I don't want to do it anymore. So what the fuck the point was for the entire show? Oh, just so Grogu could go back with Mando. I'm like, could you just do that for? Could that be season 3? No. Okay. But there's gonna be a bunch of people who I ain't gonna see Book of Boba Fett, and now out of the blue, Grogu's back with Mando. No, we're not gonna explain that. No, cool. Still, no explanation. They just, hey, people, just watch 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, and 7. Just watch the last 3 episodes of Book of Boba Fett, and you'll be all catch up. I am really enjoying Mando being a dad. I really am. And I mean, anytime like Grogu, you just feel the emotions of Grogu. Like anytime he's happy, you feel happy. Anytime he's sad, you're like, oh, he's afraid. And then I like how he's also like pushing, like he's able to force push things, but at the same time, like he's a baby, he's a kid, he's a toddler, so naturally he's going to have all those emotions. So even though he's understood the situation, he's just going to be like, I'm scared, I don't want to go over there. And Bo-Katan is like, you need to go, you need to help me, you need to give me the way, because this is the way, because literally show me this is the way, and you just go, oh, and he's, you feel the emotion out of this puppet, pretty much, this puppet known as Grogu, or Baby Yoda, whatever you want to call the kid. But as I said, I really enjoyed, Mando being a dad of, like, because the previous 2 seasons, like, it's the classic, you don't want the child, then you decide to grow some attachment, and now you're a full-on parent with this kid, and he's like sharing this is how Mandalorian does this, and shows he's starting to, like, this is how you read a map, this is how you do this is how you do that, and I'm like, yep. And, like, this is Mandalore, this is where my people are from, and this is where I'm from, and this is the place where Bo-Katan is, and all that. Like, it's really, really, like, this is kind of neat and cool. Meanwhile, having all this action with, Mando fight. And I also do like the idea, like, Mando does not know how to use the Darksaber yet. For him, it's this super heavy item. Well, Bo-Katan is like swinging around like left, right, and center because she knows how to use it. So it's, for a spectacle episode, it's good, and it's a really solid episode and all that. But it does feel like this is going to be the Bo-Katan. It's going to be a full season of Bo-Katan and Mando teaming up. It's a team up series, I think. Safe to say, unless Bo-Katan gets killed off halfway through or something. But no, you can't do that because you've got this Ahsoka series going on, right? You can't do that. You can't just kill off. Probably you can. But anyway, solid episode. Really great episode.